Hello everyone, welcome back. And if you're new, I'm Jen. I focus on all things health, wellness, self-care while living in New York City. And I talk with my hands a lot. So I tried out the class by Taryn Toomey Digital Studio for 30 days, and here are my thoughts. So what is the class by Taryn Toomey? They say it is a transformational workout of the mind and the body. If you know me, if you watch my channel, you know that mental health is just as, if not more important to me than physical health. I am always evaluating how each workout made me feel when reviewing these classes, not just the physical results. Through music, movement, breath, you experience a mind and body clearing release. Simply put, it is a series of simple, repetitive cardio and also strength-based exercises. So there are usually 3 studios in New York, LA, and Vancouver. Of course, they're shut down right now, but the digital studio can be accessed from America, Europe, New Zealand, and Australia. So what's the price? I don't know, I have to check, I forgot. So access to the digital studio is $40 a month or $400 per year. And I do highly recommend doing the 14-day trial because it's a full 2 weeks. Oh, that's outside. You know when there's a bug on your window and you don't know if it's inside or outside? Phew! Alright, so the features you get when you are in the studio. There are live streamed classes and they are held throughout the day. So I believe the earliest one is around 5 a.m. Eastern, and then there's always a 7 a.m. and 9:30, all throughout the day, essentially every hour. And there's even 5 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 9 p.m. Like, there are live streamed classes all day long, and there are also a ton of on-demand videos, so even if you can't or don't want to attend a live stream, there are so many on-demand offerings. And the best part, there's also a private Facebook group that you join once you're in the community, so that is a very active Facebook group. I have joined it. There are constantly people talking about their experience with the last live stream class, and was anyone else in that class? That was so amazing. I want to ask a question about this. It's very, very active, and if you have any questions at all or just want to be surrounded by a group of people, I think it takes a pretty spiritual person sort of on their healing path to resonate with the class so much to join a community on Facebook. So it's a really great group of women and some men. There are a ton of classes on demand. It's similar to a YouTube channel where it's different playlists, I would say. So I will go into right now the different playlists, so to speak, and the different classes on demand. So one is the class collaborations, which is really, really cool. So the benefit of the live streamed classes is that since it's live and it doesn't get recorded, they can use any music they want. The on-demand classes are all music in the public domain, so you're not necessarily going to recognize a song. That's why I prefer the live streamed, one of the reasons. But the class collaborations is really awesome because they collaborate with one band. They have the class with Citizen Cope, the class with Alabama Shakes. Those are the 2 main ones I can think of right now. If there's a band you love, it's a really, really awesome experience to just jam out and do the class to. It's more alternative music. So alternative music is more on brand with the class, but it really works. So the class focuses on a certain body type. So there will be a class focus abs, the class focus legs and glutes. And they are 10 to 35 minute versions of the class targeting a body part. And I really love how in every description of the class and all these different, the class on demand classes, for example, I'm gonna read it off the screen. The class focus is a collection of intentional movements that speak to the physical and emotional body in shorter focus sequences. So I just love that emotions are always being brought into it. It is such an important factor and component of the class that separates it apart from so many of the other workout classes and workouts that I've reviewed. It brings so much more value. The class light is a low impact version of the class. So for example, instead of jumping jacks, you might just be, taking one leg and one arm to the side without the jumping. They say that this is a great class version for beginners, for mothers-to-be, for those that are injured. It's just less jumping around, less stress on your knees and your ankles. It's a low impact version of the class. Then there's the class for kids, which is so adorable. I've never taken it because I don't have a child, but I won't lie, I've clicked through them multiple times just because it's so adorable. It's instructors. Taryn does it with her kid. I think it's a really awesome thing that they have for mothers right now, especially in quarantine. Your kids are always home and you're trying to find that time for yourself, but also that time to spend time with your kids, or maybe you're also trying to get your kids to move more now that we're all inside more than ever. Then there's the class meditation, self-explanatory. They're roughly 15-minute meditations. Most of them have intentions, which I love. So there will be a gratitude meditation, a loving kindness meditation. There's the class Recover, which is sort of like restorative yoga. It's restorative movements and stretches that you can use before, after your practice, on a rest day, whenever you want. And then newest addition to the class studio has been the class at work. So the instructors are in work clothes, and it's basically these 10-minute or less routines that you could do in work clothes at your desk as a little break in the day, which is, I think, is genius. Now into a little montage of my experience over the last 30 days and thoughts that I had directly after I took the class. I'll meet you on the other side.
I fully feel like I just meditated. It's not that I feel like relaxed and like I don't have those endorphins from a workout. It's quite the opposite. It's like I feel like I have a new focus right now. Breathwork meditation all woven into this amazing also workout with pulsing and cardio and all those amazing things. I just feel like this is gonna be really great for my mental health and my physical health and my IBS. So I'm so excited. Let's do it. I am on week 2. I feel so good, truly. No other workout has this much of an impact on my mental health after. The cardio is very much dancing and letting loose and doing what your body feels like it needs to do and just being really in touch with your body and your emotions. And I was so tired all day. I got myself to do a 1-hour class. I don't even remember being tired now. I feel like I just meditated. That's a constant theme that I'm getting from the class. Re-energized, I have a new calm, a new focus about me. The theme of today that the instructor kept talking about was healing and growing. We heal, we grow, we heal, we grow. And I just feel like I'm always taking something away from it, something to think about. This one didn't give me that many opportunities to add weights, but in some other classes I've taken where you do donkey kicks, it's way easier to incorporate some ankle weights. I added the ankle weights to my wrist for the heart opener, which is what they do every single class, and I wasn't able to do it the entire time because I also wanted to get the actual heart opener effect of it, where you just like let your arms go wild at the end. I actually had a psychic session yesterday. I'll spare you all the details, but essentially she said a lot about just needing to carve out the time for myself. And it's hard, you know, especially with someone like me who's like go, 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 and living in New York City, it's hard to take that time to meditate and do things like that. I do breath work in the morning, but this class, it's just always my intention is to do this as a workout challenge and like get my workout in for the day. And every single time I find myself in a state of meditation, and it's really empowering and life-changing, day-changing. Another day, mind blown by the class. I don't think a workout class has ever had this effect on me. This is like a spiritual experience. This was a live class with Soraya. She's one of my absolute favorites. Natalie is like a ray of sunshine, Energizer Bunny. Soraya is so deep and spiritual and like allows you to just zen out. I don't know how I found all this energy today. All of a sudden, I'm doing like 1,000,000 burpees for a full song, and it's just because they don't just leave you to it. They don't just leave you to figure out how you're gonna get through the song and play the song and then meet you at the end of all the burpees. They talk you through it. They're like, right now is about the time where you're gonna tell yourself not to do it. A few sayings that stood out to me today, because something always stands out. When I was doing a leg workout on the mat, Soraya said something along the lines of, give yourself the tools now. You're building the tools now to be able to do this later. That just reminded me, maybe you could do more next time if you just allow yourself to feel it now and give yourself the tool now so you're stronger for next time, and it just kept me going.
misconceptions about the class, and that is that it's a lot of screaming and chanting, and it's very woo-woo. It's intimidating. None of these are true. Once you experience it, all those misconceptions and myths about the class, they make more sense. It's a whole spiritual awakening experience, but it's not so intimidating and woo-woo. It's totally for the everyday person. Every time I've taken the class, I have left with a piece of knowledge, wisdom, empowerment, drive to do better. It's just a full emotional and physical experience in every way. So as someone who loves breath work, I do it almost every day. I have reviewed the Wim Hof method. I did it for 30 days and then I just never stopped because it's been life-changing for me. You can watch that video to hear more, but one reason I love the class is because it incorporates breath work. Amidst all the cardio and the high intensity, it gives you that moment to slow down, to take a breath, rather than just pushing your body into stress and a state of shock by doing an intense, high intensity cardio workout for an hour that stresses your body. It allows you to slow down. So a common theme for the class and all of the on-demand classes and the live stream classes is repetitive movement. So it'll usually be per song. So for a full song, you will be doing a booty pulse, or I just made up, I don't even know if that's a move, but you know when you're like in a bridge and you're pulsing your booty up or like putting your knees together and out. You know what I'm talking about? You'll be doing that for a full song. You never have to get too in your head, because the second you get in your head, the instructor says something that just moves you forward, and it not in a pushy way or a like, you never regret a workout kind of way, in a deeper thought about the self. And in a healing way. I cannot explain, you just have to do it. It's repetitive movement, so that'll be sort of like the toning part of it, and then the other part of it is jumping around, dancing whatever way your body needs you to dance, and jumping jacks. So like that's, you know, the main source of cardio. And then at the end, every single time there is a heart opener. The heart opener keeps me going. There have been times where I want to end the class early for whatever reason, but I'm like, no, I cannot wait for the heart opener. Normally you're not excited for that last push of your workout, but I really was. Another one of my favorite parts of this workout is that it incorporated dancing with zero judgment. I don't do classes like 305 Fitness. I get in my head, I get embarrassed, I start judging myself. So for this, I love that it's not choreography at all. It starts with tapping your heels, and then she'll just be like, move how your body wants you to move. I'm very eager to try the class in person one day in the studio, because I just think it would be such an empowering moment to be in a class with a bunch of women who are just dancing with zero judgment and moving how they want to move. And I just think that's probably such a cool experience, and I'm excited to experience that one day. There's a lot of shaking and tapping. It definitely depends on the instructor. Some like more than others, but they'll just stop mid-workout. I'm sore. They'll stop and have you tap or shake your body out. And you know, similar to what I said about breath work, I just love that they're incorporating these things that are really good for healing and your mental health and mind and body clearing and cleansing. So I love the live stream classes because I just, for my own accountability, like to have it in my calendar, and instead of, you know, dilly-dallying and procrastinating to get my workout in, I find myself rushing to get to the live stream on time when I say I'm gonna do a 9 a.m. or whatever it is. So I love the live stream for that reason. I also love it because of the music. They can use whatever music they want. I love it because I feel like I'm just on the same wavelength as the instructor. You know, we're in this, doing it at the same exact moment together. My final favorite thing is that the instructors are spiritual, they're empowering. Every single one of them always says the right thing at the right time and is more focused on healing and grief and loving yourself and forgiving yourself than getting that extra rep in because you're gonna look so good in your bikini. Like, some classes are very much like that. Like, you wanna rock that summer bod? Like, they will literally say things like that. The instructors are just more about body and mind healing and cleansing than superficial or surfacey things, which I love. And I think is important for people to try out because it's important for people to start associating exercise with mental health. I have to say the only con is the price. This is $40 a month instead of like $10. It's still pretty good because the class in person was probably around $20-something. So it's technically the price of like 2 classes a month, but you could do it every single day, all day long live stream. So it is a pretty good price, but still, but I will say there's nothing like it. If you are going through a time where you need to heal, where you have suppressed grief, rather than just like a 10-day ab challenge, I highly recommend it. I think you guys know where I stand here. Comment down below any and all questions you have. I answer every single comment. I love talking to you guys. If you have any other workouts you want me to try or you're curious about, comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, it helps the algorithm, and it helps people find this amazing community. Please click that subscribe button so we can keep hanging out, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Stay healthy, everyone, wear a mask, and I love you. Was that too soon? I don't know.